for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Morris.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, the one-and-done draft requirement will be abolished very soon. In the meantime, the G League professional path has been introduced for those looking to come straight out of high school. Salary of $125,000, potential endorsements, and access to NBA development has enticed more than a few to pursue this new avenue. Kevin?
The G League continues to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. Here are the five for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2. Mark, you and I were looking at the rosters. Both these teams very deep, so there's a lot of fouls to give tonight.
Yeah, that's a great observation by you, Kevin. And when you have that kind of circumstance where your bench is deep, it allows you, I think, to bring an aggressive mindset in terms of how you're going to defend and how you're not going to allow easy baskets because you're able to foul and not be so concerned about foul trouble.
Now, here's Porter. 5 on the clock. Denver needs to get off a shot. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. He knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
It's George on the wing. Fires it up. That shot is off. And Denver the other way now. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. It's rebounded by Leonard. Murray against Beverley. And he converts the layup.
And Beverley is a menace inside. I mean, incredibly crafty at finding ways to score down there.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Jokic finds Murray. And the rejection by Zubac. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And George with the stuff.
And George is very good in how he leaks out in transition, times it perfectly, and really creates high percentage shots for himself as a result.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Murray with it. Defended by Beverley. Hits from the high post.
Murray's shot is a real weapon for him. He's as reliable a shooter from the mid-range as it gets.
Leonard against Porter. And that one's good. Leonard.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The drive by Jokic. And it's good for 2. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Leonard. That shot misses. And Denver the other way now. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
You know, since his rookie year, Jokic's confidence has really grown. I mean, he's gotten extremely comfortable with his jump shot now.
George passes to Zubac. Leonard against Porter. Top of the key, and he hits the jump shot. Leonard's got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Craig. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Millsap. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Now here's Porter. Following the miss by Marcus Morris. Porter with him. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. On deep. But they'll get another chance. Jokic, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position. You'd have to go far and wide to find any fan that doesn't enjoy watching Nikola Jokic play. This big fella is so smooth. He's got guard skills in a big man's body, and his game is so efficient. I love watching him work.
He misses the free throw. And with Jokic, passing and playmaking, Clark, are his trademarks.
Well, I tell you what, the Joker is some kind of special as a big guy. His passing and touch and field and shot making, he really impressed me with all of that. He does everything you want from a center on the offensive end of the court and does it in his own unique, special way. He's a delight to watch.
And he sinks the second. And tonight, Clark, not just any regular season game. These teams going for higher seeds in the playoffs.
And Kevin, you've been doing it a long time, and you can feel, even during the regular season, when there's a little extra juice in the players and in the building, and guys are locked in, and it gives you a preview of what the playoff intensity is like. That doesn't happen a lot with the number of games in the NBA schedule, but you can certainly feel it when it does.
You sure can. Now, here's Porter. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And that one's good by Porter.
And you already see the great range of calling card of Porter's. Even back in high school, shot 47% as a senior.
Now here's Leonard. A 23-point game for him in the win against Golden State. They swipe it. Here's Craig. Millsap kicks to Craig. Pass to Murray from past the arc. Denver with a new 14. Clippers trail by 5. Leonard, the pass to Morris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And Morris drops them both.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
Here's Craig. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 4 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Now Beverly. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. From deep three-point range, Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. It's a three-point game. Hits it from three-point range.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Now here's Beverly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And here is Zubac. Passes it to George. Puts it up. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Porter. Back to Murray. He feeds it to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Clippers trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Leonard. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
For Denver, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Murray kicks to Craig. Outside for Murray. Pass to Craig for 3. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Leonard on the wing. Shoots a fader. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Porter passes to Millsap. That shot no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Murray against Leonard. No good that time.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
To the wing on the left. Craig passes to Millsap. Murray surveying the D. The pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Morris finds Leonard. Off on the layup.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And a wide open look for Porter. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Leonard. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Knocked away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring team. 4th, the Clippers.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Now here's Murray. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
And Murray has a full package. I mean, he's a deadly shooter and a surprisingly good penetrator, too. A terrific guard.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Free throw good, Murray. Clark, who are a few under-the-radar guys who really get it done scoring the ball at that forward position?
Well, I tell you what, a couple of names that come to mind. Bogan Bogdanovic,
yes,
outstanding scorer. Gallinari, and then John Collins, the young fella down in Atlanta. Those three guys are all a little bit undervalued as scorers.
And so Murray nails both of them. Well, Clark, one thing you have to respect about Jamal Murray is how intense of a competitor he is.
And you can't substitute competitive spirit, Kevin. It's a great attribute to have, and you see that in how he's improved his game year to year. I mean, he loves being in the spotlight, going up against the game's big-name guards, and he doesn't shy away at all. That's a credit to him.
So it's Denver now. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Murray against Beverly. Wide open look here for Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start. Already finding the spots and capitalizing. Playing really efficient basketball.
Pass to Jokic. He kicks to Porter. To the paint. Tries from 10, and Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. And it's 8 points for Jokic.
All Jokic needs is just a little bit of room, and he's good to shoot it. You got to respect the scoring ability he has.
George, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing here by 8. Zubac finds Beverly. Outside, George. No good on the triple.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Craig passes to Murray. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. Leonard dishes to Beverly. Back to Leonard from the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort, defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Clippers trail by 8. Grant down low with Jokic. Morris is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the small forward. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's Murray. Here's the three. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Shamet missing. The Nuggets leading by 6. Murray left side. Pass to Jokic. Out to Morris. Fader on the way. Denver the rebound. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 10 points.
Can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards. Williams
passes to Leonard. Nice D from Porter. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Green against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now here's Leonard. 10 points for him. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home, Kevin. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Here's Murray. 6 points for him. The pass to Jokic. Morris against Williams. Shot clock at 6. The 3 sinks the triple. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Count it.
Boy, for a pint-sized guy, Williams can absorb a lot of contact. Torches his man there.
Murray finds Grant. Now here's Jokic. Over Green. Jokic, no good. Pass to Williams. Lets a floater go, and stolen by Murray. 3 on 3. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. No good, shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Shamet, the pass to Leonard. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. Here's Morris. A second chance effort. No good from Grant. Clippers trail by 9. Now, here's Shamet. He had 10 points in the win against Golden State.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
5 to shoot. Nice D from Porter.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. 9-point game. Porter with the steal. Passes it to Morris. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Morris has got 5 now.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Leonard inside, guarded by Porter, and that one's good. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And they pick up 2, and the Nuggets lead by 11. The Clippers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Williams passes to Leonard. Outside, Green. Over Jokic. And it's Green missing. Denver leading by 11. Here's Murray. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer. Somebody who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the floor, off the catch or dribble.
Now, here's Shamet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Yep, that one goes. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And Brent now top of the key. to Morris. Clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. Rebound by Williams. Clippers trail by 11. And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
Now Green following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Down low. Jokic against Green. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter kicks to Morris. To the inside. Grant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Man, I like his activity level. You think about it, the defense has to resort to fouling him sometimes to prevent him from scoring.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team, he means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. But we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Now, here is George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Now, here is Morris. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Back to Morris. On deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. 5th, the Clippers.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Morris. Los Angeles with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Morris against Jackson. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. You like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. And here is Los Angeles now after the Nuggets pick up 2. Here's Jackson. And it's Denver with the rebound. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Morris passes to Jokic. Porter kicks to Morris. Over to the left wing. Jokic with it. 12 points for him. Leads away. That one rolling around and rims out. Clippers trail by 15. George looking over the floor. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Dozier. Got it. Good job in the low post. Dozier's got his first points in this one.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Can they get it? Misses off the right iron.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Outside Porter. Teardrop shot stolen by George. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. With some arc, and the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Porter against George. Porter, no luck.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Morris. The Clippers getting the bucket. 1:24 left to play here in the half. Excellent D there from George.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Denver making a switch here. Craig's checked in. Zubats is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson hits both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Jackson against Morris. The pass to Jokic. Off target from outside. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Here's Morris. Paul George making his last shot. Morris kicks to Jokic. Pass to Craig. Here's Dozier. Defended by Beverly. Passes to Jokic. And nothing is falling for him right now. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the shot is good. And that's now 6 points for Reggie Jackson.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Morris passes to Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Jokic is one of those new breed of positionless players. On any given night, he could lead the team in points, rebounds, or assists, or maybe all three, triple-double like.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Jokic drops them both. 8 seconds left in the first half. Now George, he gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 14 points, 13 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Shout out to Nikola Jokic. He's so versatile offensively. He can spot up, post up, put the ball on the floor, and obviously terrific with the pass. His value just continues to ascend. That's a big word.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Clippers trail by 9. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3. You and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about that three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. That's terrific. Here's Craig. Millsap at the elbow. And he banks in the layup. Millsap's got his first points of the night.
With long arms and excellent skill and understated strength, Millsap bullies the defender on the finish.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Beverly.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Kicks to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Jokic inside. Working on Zubac. A fader. Jokic, no good.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
And here's George. 7 points in the game. Pass to Beverly. On the wing, Morris. From deep. Cracks in the tray. Morris has got 7.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 14. He's off on that one.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Beverly. He's got 6. With a tie. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers trail by 3. There's the pass to George. Here's Leonard. It's good. He's got 16.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Millsap. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
For the lead, Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 8 now on the night. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Free throw good, Porter.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
And Porter drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now, here's George. He has 7 over Millsap. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Inside, and Jokic slings it in.
And this is why Jokic is a star in this league. I mean, he's a top-tier center, and he can carry a team when he needs to.
Beverly against Murray. Morris outside. Pass to Zubac. From deep, George sinks the three-pointer. George has got 10.
Nice release on the shot. George has put a lot of work into his mechanics. And I like the way he continues to impress from beyond the arc.
Now here's Murray. He's got 12. To the middle. It's deflected. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Leonard. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now here's Millsap. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. 2 on the clock. Here's Murray. Doesn't go that time.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And so here's Denver. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Now here's Porter. He's got 9. Craig can't get it to go. Here's Leonard, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the Denver Nuggets get called for the foul. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nuggets.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
2 shots.
Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Daniels is checked in for Michael Porter. And then for the Clippers, Andrew Shamet comes in for Morris. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. That one drops. He ties it up. Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Shot from the top of the key. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
George passes to Zubac for the lead, and Paul George with the 3. George has got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles. Daniels with it. The dish to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Daniels. From deep three-point range. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Williams. Softly drops in the floater. And now a 3-point Clipper lead.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Daniels with it. He's covered by Shannon. Daniels, no good. And now the Clippers on the break. Finishes the break with a slam.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Passes it to Jokic. They get it. And again, Denver, no good. Clippers leading by 5. Shamet. They get it back. Zubac. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, I think they've lost their intensity. I mean, the defensive pressure is lacking this half.
Murray for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. 20 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Scoring output and how it has been trending for Millsap.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, here is Morris. He has 7. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Good on the bucket. Williams has got 8.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
Here's Millsap following the score by Lou Williams. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Paul Millsap. Williams passes to Zubac. He kicks it to Leonard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard on the wing. Lets it fly from 18. And the shot is long. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Morris. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Jokic. Kicks to Morris. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Williams. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Yes. Williams has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
Boy, he twisted his body up right there just enough to create space. Williams so slick and eel-like inside.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 7. Here's Craig. Puts one up, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
And he makes the first. And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And that one's good. Leonard.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
Jokic finds Morris. Paul George grabs the miss. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Back to Williams. Now, here's George. He's covered by Daniels. Outside, Green. Shoots the 3. The shot that time, not on target. Now Denver takes it the other way. Now Daniels, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now the pass to Craig. There's the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Craig's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Denver. LA has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's George. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Morris dishes to Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up. Millsap misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Morris with the ball. Williams picks him up. That's to Millsap. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the third. This is it to Daniels. Shot clock at 5. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Paul Millsap.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Now, here's George. 13 points in the game. Outside, Williams takes the 3. Oh, good on that one. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Bull huddling out there with Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Morris. Great D that time from Green. Clippers leading by 6. And here's Beverly. Pass to Green. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Craig, defended by George. Craig can't get it to go. On the pass to Beverly. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. Here's Beverly.
One thing about Beverly, he's not just nasty on defense. He's great at getting the defense to rough him up on the other end, too.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Beverly.
And you know, Beverly is easily one of the most tenacious defenders in the league. An absolute pest of epic proportion. Love his energy.
Free throws, good from Beverly.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Beverly against Morris. Count it, good. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Beverly against Morris. Here's Leonard. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Up top, Porter. He's covered by Leonard. Morris against Beverly. Morris into the lane. Morris with the block.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Morris passes to Bull. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really, few guys in the league are more used than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
And that one falls for Bull. And talking about Bull, his dad, Manute Bull, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bobo's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
He's off on the second.
And like his father, Manute, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Green. The Nuggets trail by 10. Pass to Dozier. Passes to Plumlee. Just his first attempt. Off the left rim and out. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's Leonard missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Leonard. Over Porter. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got 4 assists in the game. Denver's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Morris finds Porter. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Count that one. And now it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And there's the pass to Porter. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Leonard attacking, and he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Denver calls timeout. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Checked in for Morris. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubac is checked in for Green. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Now here's Murray. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And that one is good from Zubac. And the Clippers lead by 16.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
To stop the run, and the rejection by Zubac.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Marcus Morris at the line for two.
Shoot two.
Free throw good for Morris. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And Morris drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 18. Here's Dozier at the elbow bowl. Here's Murray up on top. And again, Denver no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Bull. And the drought. And the rejection by Zubac.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Leonard, no luck. The Nuggets trail by 18. Now here's Porter. And he finishes nicely on the layup. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds. The Clippers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Here's Beverly. Banked in off the glass. Beverly's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Now, here's Grant.
Yeah, on his menu, dunking is one of the specialties. A fantastic jammer who really wrecks that rim.
Pass to Morris. Dishes it to Beverly. Back to Morris. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Dozier. Grant outside. He dishes it to Murray. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the rejection by Zubac.
Scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard. He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Murray dishes the ball. Mark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
And George with the stuff.
Hey, and George really is one of the better dunkers in the league, actually one of the best. He's creative, he's got great bounce, excellent length, and pretty creative every time he gets a chance to throw it down.
Bull, that's good.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now here's Murray. Grant surveying the D. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Beverly against Murray. And Beverly kicks to George. And that one's good. Beverly.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Murray. Grant, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. I mean, his impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now, here's Grant. Back to Murray. Here's the floater. And the layup is good.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Passes it to Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Murray, no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their season record, this team will become their 45th win. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And here are the Nuggets now. Paul George unable to get his shot to go.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Murray against Beverly. Pass to Leonard. The feed now to George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. A high-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court.
And George drops them both. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dozier to the inside. The shot by Vonleh, no good. Outside, George. So the Clippers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Okay guys, rematch muna natin habang di pa tapos yung NBA. First up pa lang sa
Where's your team's attitude
NBA
right now?
ngayon.
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Habang first up pa lang po, rematch muna natin. Lamang po ang Rockets sa first half.
It's a Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's George in at the two-guard spot. Now here's Murray. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Back to Porter. Shoots over Zubac. And there's Porter on the assist by Murray.
Shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
Now here's Beverly. Morris kicks to George. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making. And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
And that one drops.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Pass to Jokic. Fades. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
Now the pass to Leonard. Takes a shot at the elbow. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Mike Malone. Asked about guarding Kawhi Leonard, he shook his head saying, it's amazing how he's grown from college to now. One of the game's most complete offensive weapons. Kevin, the flaw is really a tough task to slow down.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here is Morris. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. Pass to George. Fires from deep. Rebound by Murray. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Jokic. Craig kicks to Murray. Jokic draws the double. Passes it to Craig. 5 to shoot. Unloads. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embrace the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay. This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Murray outside. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to save.
And here's George for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Murray, the pass to Craig. Denver passing it around. Down low. They need this one, and it's good on the way in.
And not just a score, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Inside. And Morris throws it down.
Sky high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. There's the pass to Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. You know, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20, game 30, where guys starting to get nights off. When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Millsap's against Morris. Pass to Zubats. Here's Leonard. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. Misses the 3. He used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
In all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And that's now 6 points for Jokic.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Here's Beverly, and it's sent back by Millsap. Porter against Leonard. Porter dishes to Millsap. Porter passes to Millsap. Here's Craig, defended by Beverly. Here's Craig. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Now here's Beverly. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Here's Craig. Down low, Jokic. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Denver with the ball. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Porter kicks to Murray. Launches a three. Buries it from three-point range.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep where he is just lights out.
To the inside. And that one's good. Beverly's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Porter. Morris with the rebound.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
First free throw is good. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And George drops them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Murray against Beverly. Murray, the pass to Craig. This is to Porter. He wants to get to Millsap and does. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Now, here's Beverly. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. Passes it to Morris. Over Murray. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Beverly. Morris has got his second basket.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Murray against Beverly. Murray, no good.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
George. And it's George finishing it off.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Pulls it from the elbow. They get the rebound. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Leonard. Here's Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris has got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. And no good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. It's George on the wing. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play offense.
Now Porter. Paul George missing from long range. Porter passes to Jokic. The pass to Craig. There's the triple. The Clippers grab the miss. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The 10-footer misses off the left iron.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack. A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set, and you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good. Porter. But at the defensive end, who are the best players in the league at selling a charge call?
I would say Kevin, Kyle Lowry's one of my favorites. Marcus Smart, P.J. Tucker. Those are the guys that come to mind that do it well. They take charges and also they sell them.
Yeah, Tucker in particular, and I love Lowry, but Tucker's, he'll take it, and you know it hurts, but he takes it every game and multiple times a game, right? I mean, wow.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
Now, here's Beverly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's George over Morris. George with the bucket. George has got 7.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Morris passes to Jokic. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. He's got 6.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
Pass to Jokic. Millsap up top. Pass to Craig. Comes deep. But they get it there. Jokic. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Green. To the middle. Millsap with the steal. Here's Craig, covered by Morris. Another miss by Jokic.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Morris outside. Porter kicks to Craig. Here's Jokic. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
The Nuggets trail by 9. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Williams. And it's Green, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Free throw good from Morris.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And Morris drops them both. Morris with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Porter. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Free throw good, Green. When you look at the luxury tax structure, Smitty, it's now more expensive than ever to maintain a championship contending roster.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's the choice of a lot of these organizations. Some owners they want to do it, some don't. But I think if you want to win a championship, you're going to have to open up your checkbook.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Morris looking over the floor. Here's Porter on the money from 12 feet away. Porter's got 8 points.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Bounce pass from Williams. Fires from 18. He'll not go. Still looking for his shooting rhythm as he misses his 7th shot of 10. Dozier passes to Morris. Here's Dozier. Outside Porter. Passes it to Jokic. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Now here's Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Leonard. And too long on the shot.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Morris outside. The pass to Jokic. Grant outside. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from George. Clippers leading by 7. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Looking to get it going, and Leonard gets it to go. He's got 8.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Here's Dozier. Morris trying to free himself up. Here's Williams. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Green against Morris. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Outside Williams. Now Green. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Morris outside. Jokic inside. He's against Morris. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. It's going to be Jokic shooting. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Free throw, good. Jokic. Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Now here's Williams. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
I like this choice by Lou. Could try to take it to the rack, but sees he has the easy floater over the top.
Here's Grant following the score by Lou Williams. Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic. Great D that time from Green.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Morris. The Clippers getting the bucket. A floater, and the layup is up and in. Morris has got his first basket of the night.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Williams scanning the floor. Passes to Morris. He dishes it to George. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. A fadeaway. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here we go, one-on-one. And that one is hammered home.
Lightning speed. Lou picks the ball clean. Gets it up ahead. That's a nice play.
Porter against Williams. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is down to 8 on the bucket from Porter.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Inside, and George with the stuff.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Here's Dozier. shoots over Shamet. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Williams up on top, covered by Morris. Moves back up. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Clippers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Has been a weapon off the bench for so long, and he has won Sixth Man of the Year multiple times.
Morris against Williams. Here's Porter. It's stolen by Green. Morris against George. And here is Shamet. He had 10 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
And for Lou Williams, he is just instant offense when you bring him Smitty into the game.
And a lot of that is just his mindset. Lou Williams, once he's checked in, he is attacking at every given opportunity. Not everyone can be successful off the bench, but Lou Williams has made a career of it.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Up top, Morris. He's guarded by Williams. That one drops for him. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Williams finds Morris. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Morris. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Jackson, he's checked in for Williams. And stolen by Murray. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Shamet.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting three.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the three. Work on your game and what's best for you.
Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el tren. Vamos a calentar.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubats is checked in.
Here's a look at some stats for Murray. He's really producing here second half of the season. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's Shamet. He's got 6. Morris dishes to Jackson. high, arcing shot. That shot off. And it's Denver the other way. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Jokic, no good. Clippers leading by 9. From deep, George. Rebound by Murray.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
Good on the shot.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Shamet. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. The shot's good.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Now here's Murray. Daniels kicks to Murray. The pass to Jokic. Now Daniels. Zubac's defending. Here's Craig. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State. Takes the 13-footer. Second shot opportunity. Zubac's the pass to George. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. George has got 6 in the quarter.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Murray against Jackson. Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. Misses from close range. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. That's now 22 points for Jokic.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And that one's good, Shamet. And the Clippers lead by 10. 27 seconds left here in the second. Daniels with it. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it to Murray. Here's Plumlee. Here's Jokic. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. Free throw, good. Jokic. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now George. Again, the Clippers.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And that does it for the first half of play. Clippers ahead. They're up by 9. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
You know what I like about Paul George? He's quietly going about his business. Sometimes he'll take a back seat. Not in this case in the first half. At the length, skill, deep range, matchup night.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any game.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. The Nuggets trail by 9. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in a 2-guard. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Leonard. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Millsap trying to get open. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. Jokic just got 29 in the game.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
The 19-foot shot. And it's Shamet miss it. The Nuggets shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Craig kicks to Murray. Again, the Nuggets score.
You gotta feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. Shamet on the wing. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Shot clock at 5. A deep three from Leonard. Nikola Jokic grabs the net. Jokic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
Now, here's Millsap. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. No good with the elbow jumper.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
Beverly the pass to George. Over Murray. And again, no good by the Clippers. And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all 3 levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
And here is Los Angeles now. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got 11 points.
Beautiful stroke, a direct result of all the hard work Leonard's put in.
Jokic draws the double. Porter in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And George kicks to Shamet. Over Millsap. Here's George. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
To the paint, a 15-footer, and that one's good, Jokic. Jokic has got 8 here in the quarter.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And the Clippers call time here. checked in for the Clippers.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Jokic. 9th in rebounding, 15th in assists, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Fade away, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. And that's 13 points for Kawhi Leonard.
An all-NBA first-teamer in 2016. Kawhi can drop points on you from anywhere.
Here's Jokic, and the rejection by Zubac. And here's Beverly. Here's the teardrop. He can't get that one. Murray with the defensive effort. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 6-point game. Millsap battles through traffic and lays it in.
I love this about Paul Millsap. Takes it up strong in the face of good defense.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. He trains the quick shot. Leonard's got 15 points.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. And he makes the first.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Morris is checked in for Torrey Craig. Lou Williams is checked in for Los Angeles. And so Murray nails both of them. Here's Beverly. And Morris comes over to help. Outside, Green. Over in the corner, Williams. No good from outside. The Nuggets trail by 4. To the inside. Here's Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking bullets.
Now, here's Beverly. Over in the corner, Williams fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray's got his 6th rebound on the night. Passes it to Morris. Millsap has the open look. No good. That would have tied it.
It could be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
Leonard against Murray. And the pass to Jokic. Down low. Here's Millsap. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Morris. For Denver, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Nuggets making a change here. Holes checked in. And it's tied up with that one. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And Beverly kicks to Green. Williams against Murray. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Green. 9 points for Williams.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
Jokic draws the double. Millsap inside, by Green. And that one's good. Millsap.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Williams against Murray. Pass to Zubac. Green with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. For the three. Millsap grabs the miss. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Kicks it to Millsap. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Nuggets have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Morris passes to Bull. That puts them in the lead. Bull's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
Now here's Beverly. Outside Williams. With the teardrop and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse, craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now we have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league. The Clippers third.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Williams dishes to Green. Passes it to Beverly. Outside Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here is Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Feeds it to Bull. It's rebounded by Leonard. LA's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he can hit the 3. He can drive it. Now you see what Williams can do from the mid-range.
Murray against Leonard. It's Bull, top of the key. Offensive rebound. The Clippers in the lead. To the middle. Millsap with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And that one, good. Morris has got 6.
We've gotten used to Millsap's elite level defending, and there it was on display again. The steal leading to the fast break. Whether he's in the passing lanes or on the ball, he is a problem for the opposing offense.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And for a long time, Jermichael Green was mostly an energy player. But he's expanded his game lately.
Worked on developing an outside shot. He can drop a few threes from the power forward spot. Now, Kevin, he still has a high motor. You love the activity around the rim.
Throw good, Lou Williams.
You look at the trajectory of Williams' career. Second-round pick, started slow, but his game has aged like a fine wine.
Morris. Was shot missing. Good defense by Jokic. Murray right side. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. 1:41 left in the third. And that one's good. Beverly.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
Murray against Green. Now, here's Bull. The 19-foot shot. Good. Bull's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the touch ball is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Leonard. That one doesn't drop. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Morris passes to Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And once Millsap is that deep, hard not to come away with a foul.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. A different look for Denver. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Bull. And Daniels subbed in for Morris. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jackson, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Now the pass to Leonard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Craig. Back to Daniels. No good with the triple. Outside Jackson. Morris kicks to Leonard. The Clippers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
That's good from Green.
Jermichael Green, undrafted out of Alabama, played in the D-League and France, but he solidified himself as a quality NBA big man.
From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. Back to the action after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, they've got Jackson. JaMychal Green is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And it's sent back by Jokic. Down low. Daniels, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. That bucket in no time at all. 18 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch-and-shoot game.
Daniels kicks to Murray. Back to Daniels. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic draws the double. The wing jumper off target. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing. The Nuggets shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Here's Murray, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Shooting for Denver, Jamal Murray. At the line for 2.
Throw good, Murray. Landry Shamet's checked in for JaMychal Green. And so Murray nails both of them. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Jackson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Clippers lead by 3.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Here's Jokic. Hits the jumper. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Now, here's Shamet. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
To the paint, here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists here tonight.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
And it's Leonard missing. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play to take the lead, and it's Murray laying it in. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Here's Jackson. No good on the shot. Murray with the defensive effort. Denver in the lead. Inside. Grant. That's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to George. about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. A three from Leonard. Good on the three-point shot. Leonard's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Hard not to call Leonard's number every time down the floor. He's become that dominant.
And it's Murray penetrating. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
Leonard finds Jackson. Jokic with the steal. Jackson against Murray. Pass to Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up. Porter, no luck. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Murray. Passes it to Shamet. Oh, Leonard in position.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Jokic high post. Leonard's there. And again, Denver no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. On the clock, Leonard lays it up off the glass.
Timeout.
And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Talented, opportunistic. When Leonard gets hot, it can last for long stretches.
Denver calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubats is checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
At the line for your Nuggets, Torrey Gray. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Jackson. And there's the pass to Leonard. Up top, Zubats. 6 to shoot. Morris kicks to Zubats. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Murray. And the rejection by Zubac. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And 12 points for Marcus Morris.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jokic kicks to Craig. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Poke loose, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Jackson. Bucket is good, and the Clippers lead by 6.
There you go. Under intense defensive pressure, Reggie fearless in the painted area.
Outside Porter. Pass to Craig. To the inside. Can't hit that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Leonard lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the wing right side. Offensive rebound. Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 39.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
My girl, soft and shit like a strawberry. With a tat like Steph on Marbury. Carry all my dirt. Bury all of my shit. Stepping out of the beat. Why with no ring? Don't go look for me long. Hey, with the kerosene. She repeated like a carabine. A carabine, she gon' get never win. Where was at when I was sleeping on the couch? With another one. I'm on another tip. My skin so thick. Since one you came against me, I won't play my dope, man. Watch your statement. Guard your chin. Guard your heart. Guard your life. Guard your man. Pour it out for me. Never wait. God's give me some spin. Yeah, I like to be adjustable. Baby girl, I'm the soldier. But tripping like this, black and white, wonder who won't.
Now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Paul George.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Plumlee. Here's Beverly. Millsap with the double team. Beverly the pass to Morris. Zubac with it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, if it's a Zubac, may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
Shooting 2.
first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. So it's Denver now, trailing here by 8. Now Murray, pass to Jokic from downtown. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half, nothing in the second. These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Pass to Porter. And here's Millsap. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's Leonard missing. The Nuggets trail by 10. Porter kicks to Craig. With the floater, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Outside, George to the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. A 12-point game. Down low. Here's Jokic. Morris with the rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Murray. It's stolen by Morris. And here's Beverly. He's looking for Leonard and finds him.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Inside, Jokic, and Jokic slings it in.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Now, here's George. He's guarded closely. Here's Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 14.
A shot that Beverly's developed. Once you have the floater, you don't always have to get to the rim.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Porter against Leonard. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by George. George has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside Leonard. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their...
Oh! Yes! Yes!
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Murray, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
The pass to Leonard. Back to George. Denver grabs the miss. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porter passes to Craig. He feeds it to Murray. And he makes that one.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from three.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Leonard looking around. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they
Okay guys, LA Clippers will win. So
about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
2-1.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Lou Williams, you guys made shots down the stretch. How did you battle back and get this win?
I think we did a great job of staying confident, staying in the moment, and really believing